Hey guys, Vijay Gautam here. So today I would like to quickly share a few things on how you can make your podcast stand out. Oftentimes, I see a lot of people copying someone else's podcast format because that podcast is very successful, and also copying the style of that host and asking the similar questions, and also inviting the same guest that person has invited on his or her podcast. And you are missing a point here. If you are doing the same exact show where you are trying to become like that person or that host, and you are copying the same format, and also you are bringing the similar kind of guest, there is no uniqueness on your podcast. There is no USP or unique show differentiator for your podcast. And when there is no USP of your podcast, nobody want to listen to your podcast. So here's the catch. Podcasting is not about becoming someone else. It's rather about accepting who you already are. The more you accept who you are as a person, your audience will start loving you. The more you bring in your sense of humor, doesn't matter how bad it might be, or your own insights and intelligence on the podcast, and bring the guest that has never been featured, or these are the people who are really knowledgeable people, but nobody bothered to get them as a show on the podcast. And even if you get those kind of people and have that amazing conversation and bring the perspective and that value to audience's life, then people are gonna love that. So if you are one of those people who are just trying to sound like that another guy on radio, then my friend, you are missing the point. That's not how it is supposed to be. You are headed on a path where you are actually not serving anyone, and even if you are serving some of the audience, you are at the core of your heart not fulfilled with what you are doing. The more you accept who you are, the more you are truly, absolutely at peace and comfortable on your own skin and your own personality, then that's when you will start signing, and you will start adding a lot of value to listeners' life, and people will start adapting to your style over the period of time. Let me just give you an example. When I started my podcast, quite a few people came back to me saying that, hey, you know what, your accent looks like something that you are making up. It's so fake. You are, all that sort of thing. And over the period of time, people actually adopted to the style, and they love the content, and that's what spoke out, and that's who I am, and that's how I am. And I became more and more comfortable with being who I am, and rather than trying to become someone else, and people started loving that. And today I don't get those comments often because people adopted my own style, my own personality. So I think it's more about becoming who you are rather than trying to become someone else. So think about it. If you have been trying to become someone else and sound like that radio guy, it's more about bringing yourself or putting yourself out there so that your audience can connect with you and feel what you are feeling at that particular moment. Thank you so much. Hope this has been helpful. I'll see you in the next. Bye.